Hello, my name is Andrew Boschert. Here I will be presenting my marketing plan presentation for native performance dog food. Starting with an executive summary, we will first go through a situation analysis where we will discuss the current situation and opportunities for native performance dog food, identify key customer segments, discuss the positioning of native, also discuss the strategies implemented, specifically the 4Ps, and we'll round out the presentation with some goals. The current and target customers for native dog food are hunting and field dogs. So these are classified as working dogs. Also, athletic dogs, whether that be dogs competing in dock diving, agility competitions, canine police dogs, or flyball competitive dogs. Current and target customers also include highly active dogs, where the dogs and their owners maybe enjoy partaking in different events such as running or activities such as frisbee and hiking, more companion dogs within that sector of customers. Some demographics about our customers and target customers are rural and suburban folks, individuals that are age 25 and older, and we're targeting, and our current customers would be in middle class and above. Some secondary customers are kennels and breeders, and also premium family or house dogs, where their owners care deeply about quality. Customer behavior and beliefs that we see, and some attributes about our customers is that they live an active lifestyle. They and their dogs are performance driven. These dogs and even the owners are athletes. Customers, they think of their dog as either their hero or a hero. It is perceived that native performance dog food is premium. These dogs and customers can be intense, and the relationship of dog and the owner is very close bond, and both the dogs and the owners are passionate about one another and the activities that they do. Moving into SWOT analysis of native performance dog food, we have a diversified product portfolio. There's continuous research and development that is done both with ingredient suppliers that go into the dog food, as well as in-house research that is done at the Kent Research Farm. There's proprietary feed ingredient technologies that are in native performance dog food, and quality testing is done before every batch that is made and before it is released to customers. Weaknesses, there's only one point of manufacturing for native performance dog food across all SKUs, and it is not widely known across the dog feed industry. Some opportunities are for wider distribution at local retailers, new or niche products, and to update manufacturing facility. Threats would be economic drawdowns that would really affect our customers and subsequently affect their purchase behaviors. Tariffs on ingredients coming in and thus affecting the end cost to produce native performance dog food, and also competitors. Moving into the context, the economic context we're currently in is rising ingredient and labor costs. And, this year there's been lots of talks, especially around tariffs back in April time, a risk of recession. So those are some economic context factors that affect native performance dog food. Moving into political, going off the risk of recession, the tariffs have been a political kind of effect that has changed our business. Legal context would be new 2024 pet food regulations that AFCO put out, and they're giving a certain period of time to change bags, to change specifications that are needed, as well as nutrient uh, quality and nutrient specs that the feed needs to meet. Technological context would be we're seeing and a shift to online orders, dropship delivery, and social media marketing. And societal shifts that dogs are really moved into being an integral part of the family. As you compare from, let's say, 1970 to 2025, this is really a big shift that we are seeing across the industry. Um, and I'm sure that you and your families and maybe your aunts and uncles or even grandparents, had a dog, but weren't always living in the house or weren't always fed 2 times a day. So we see that big shift as well as a shift toward the need for quality ingredients. And there are more families with pets now. We saw a big boom in this during COVID. Moving into collaboration and the way that we would, as Native Performance Dog Food, would go about collaboration is through ambassadors. So we have Jonathan Hayes, Paul Fuller, Chad Stevens, the Wintendorf Kennel, Team Heat down in Texas. So they're a dock diving competition team. The Muscatine, Iowa Police Department Canine Unit, Rickluffs, and Mackenzie Canine. Some competitors of Native Performance Dog Food are Purina Pro Plan, Victor, Eukanuba, Blue Buffalo, Diamond, Inishuk, and some others would be Kinetic, Arcana, Merrick, and Halo Pet. Moving into segmentation, the current base is hunting and field dogs, athlete dogs, and dog owners wanting maximum performance. The potential base would be family pets and larger kennels. And a group that we would not be targeting is customers only caring about price. So those that are not interested in some of the further benefits of Native Performance Dog Food, and they are strictly purchasing only on the pricing power of their wallet. Targeting, for this example, I will run through a primary target of large kennels, and the reasons that we would target large kennels would be these large kennels have a high influence on owners, and when dogs are at kennels, they spend a lot of time with kennel owners. So the kennel owners really get to know those dogs and how they behave. And at the kennel, they can directly influence the feeding situation. So the attractiveness with this specific segment of large kennels would be that there are many dogs and they purchase dog food in large quantities, such as by the ton or a few pallets at a time. Also, one thing with the segment attractiveness would be that they feed a lot of dogs, but they probably want to limit the amount of SKUs. So it's very likely that if you get a kennel to purchase Native Performance Dog Food, they will stick with one SKU and order lots of it. Moving into some of the targeting tactics that are used are communications, both social and email campaigns, advertising directly on social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and more. We put on certain events. Most of them are surrounding trade shows, events, and I will go into that and explain a little bit, I think, the next slide. We have a loyalty program, and really taking that to kennels, driving our ambassadors, whether that be making videos with ambassadors, using their testimonials on why they use native performance dog food, as well as directly influencing their own network. So I'll use an example as Team Heat down in Texas. Now they have a team of dogs that they train for dock dog competitions and agility. Now, down in Texas, they also have not only the people that are on Team Heat, but they are directly influential to others that are training and that are going to events, but they're also located in Texas. We would also use tactics such as samples and puppy kits. So here's the slide put together on some event displays that we have had. So whether that be Pheasant Fest, where you're primarily talking to hunting dog owners, dock dogs up in Dubuque, Iowa, and you can see that, we have different banners. We have sample kits of each level ranging from puppy all the way to native level 4. And some other events that we have gone to would be National FFA Convention to talk about native and game fair. Moving into the brand position, so it is a full performance dog food line, driving and really honing in on what we call the energy fit system, where you match the breed, size, and activity level to the specific SKU of dog food that would be the best to maximize performance at their specific activity, whether that be hunting, whether that be swimming, etc. And it's a benefit as it is a smoother transition and it allows for less digestive upsets throughout the energy fit system. Also, really honing in as the brand position, we've really taken to put in the best quality performance minerals using Zinpro, and that allows for a visually healthier coat, shine, pads, as well as brain development, heart health, hip and joint health. And also there is NutriVantage, which is a feed technology that improves feed efficiency for dogs within all of our native performance dog food feeds. There's no corn, no soy, and no wheat, meaning there are no byproducts, less fillers compared to other dog foods, and specifically, our other dog foods that we'd really compare to as high quality dog foods, as I mentioned previous. Native performance dog food is made right here in the United States of America. And in every SKU, there's quality protein and quality fat. Here's the product line of native performance dog food. Starting out here on the left side of the screen is native puppy, and that is chicken meal and rice formula. Moving to native level 1, and that is lamb, salmon meal, and rice. And along the energy fit system, where you see native 1 all the way to native 4, that is following the energy level system. And the energy fit system increases the amount of energy and calories provided per cup as you move up the energy fit system. Native Performance 2 is chicken meal and rice. Native 2.5 has an elevated level of energy compared to Native 1. However, it is also lamb, salmon, and rice. Native level 3 is chicken meal and rice. And for highly working dogs, such as, sled teams, that would be native level 4, which is chicken meal and rice formula. Features and benefits of the product is that there is real meat proteins and quality fat sources in each SKU, and these allow to optimize performance, as well as you feed less volume of it because it's packed with higher quality sources, which means cost savings for the customer. There's concentrated energy, it is naturally healthy. There are wholesome grains that are included. It's antioxidant rich nutrients. As I mentioned earlier, there's Nutrivantage Nutrition Optimizer for dogs, omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, prebiotics, and complex bioavailable trace minerals within native performance dog food products. Moving into the price, native performance dog food would be categorized as high quality, high price, and compared to mainline dog foods, something like a normal dog food, it would be high priced. However, when you compare it to other high quality competition, you know, dog dog food that is focused on hunting dogs, dog food that is focused on athletes, it is very competitively priced. And on a per pound basis, it comes in as one of the best bargains for your buck in terms of wanting to maximize performance. Price, we do have a direct to consumer, which is nativedogfood.com. So looking at the prices there, a one-time purchase is roughly $84 per 40-pound bag. However, if you order and have a recurring subscription, excuse me, roughly it'll be only $71 per bag throughout your subscription period. So that price is effective throughout the whole time that you order on the subscription. We also sell wholesale to dealers, and the dealer sets their own pricing after they put on their own margin. And online retailers and Chewy.com, they would set the price that they wish. We often see that is the most expensive distribution method. Promotions for native dog food. We would categorize this as light promotion currently and typically on a year basis. Most of them are around holidays. So I'd like to point out there's a Black Friday promotion that runs through from Thanksgiving through that weekend. So even a shorter period of time, and where you offer, it's a tiered system based on how many bags of dog food that you buy. So such as 10% off one bag, 3% off, or 30% off 3 bags. The holiday promotion in the month of December, where a free bag of Crunchers treats, which is also made by the parent company of Native Performance Dog Food, which is Kent Nutrition. So for every order of native dog food, there's a free bag of Crunchers treats. And again, I'd put the subscription service here under promotion. Moving into another type of promotion, but really a loyalty program. We have the Native Kennel program, which is the loyalty club for dog food purchasers, gives insight and helpful tips, offers exclusive merchandise and the inside scoop to these folks that are in the Native Kennel program. And really this benefits breeders and kennels, but I walk through breeders here as an example. Where you purchase 10, get one free as a part of the program. And also for breeders, they can let us know when they have a litter of puppies, and we will send them native puppy kits, which includes a folder that has some helpful tips to send along with their new owner as they sell these puppies. It has immunization records tracker, some stuff for the veterinarian to keep records, as well as we send a 4-pound bag, a sample bag of native puppy for every customer of the breeder. So it's a nice way that we give back, and we see, very loyal customers and long-term customers that utilize this program. Moving to place and distribution, we categorize it as extensive and wide distribution. A few different methods I'll walk you through here. It is manufactured in Arcade, New York. That is the only place it is manufactured. Direct to consumer distribution would be nativedogfood.com. We work through a network of dealers here in the central US that runs from Nebraska all the way to Ohio, Minnesota down to um, Missouri, going over to Tennessee. Kind of that area is what it covers. In the eastern US, from Pennsylvania to Maine, along the coast, all the way down to Florida, and also available for dealers that are in Ontario, Canada, so customers can get it up there in Canada, in Eastern Canada. It's available on Chewy as well as through retail chains such as Tractor Supply, Rural King, Blaine's Farm and Fleet, and more. And rounding out the presentation, goals for the marketing plan for Native Performance Dog Food is to build brand awareness for Native, drive customers to nativedogfood.com, drive customers to local dealers, and build long-lasting, loyal customers. Thank you.